Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
To me, all I know is that I've got to be free from the things you do. It will all come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers and other folks alike. I hope y'all are doing good tonight. You are listening and watching Midnight Ramen with me, Michael. I hope you are doing well. As I think I already just stated. No, I didn't. Technically, no. What am I doing? Yeah. If you want to watch this happen live, you can go to twitch.tv/MeltAlertOriginal, where not only you can watch this happen live, but you can interact in the chat. You can change how the show goes. You can watch this unedited. Although it's minimally edited, so really you're not missing a whole lot. Like, for instance, I know that my sign is out. I just did not have time to put the batteries in, and I don't really know if I have enough batteries right now to fix it. But, and also I could plug it in, but like, it makes like a weird like humming noise, so I'm not plugging it in. Like, the color that I do put on there, like, I have to have it at full. Like, this is behind the scenes. Like, this has been the way that it is since I've had this. It's really cool, but like, if I have it at a certain intensity or a certain color, you can hear like a high pitch, like, and it doesn't matter if it's like red, blue, or green, RGB, but it will make a humming noise if it's too low. It's not giving like full output. Believe certain colors. I think blue is fine, but I'm not. Red, I think, is fine. I don't know about green. I think, if you have it like one certain color, then it's fine. But like other ones, I've had it where it's like I've had to have it full or not at all. I don't know. What was I on? So I already was talking about how you can watch Zappin' Live. You can watch the after show once this is over, which is once it's gone from the 2 weeks that this is on here, which is an incentive to go on to Twitch. Yeah. I guess. Then once it's gone, it's gone. But on YouTube and Spotify, that's where you can find the edited episodes or minimally edited episodes. Starting at episode 100 on Spotify, because I kind of borked up how I should. Honestly, in retrospect, I should have done. I would have to have looked into it, but have the feed of this podcast go straight to the thing that I upload it to, the RS whatever feed, upload it to there, and then do it that way. But I'm stupid, and I didn't know, and I don't know. So there's that. It's fun. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I also put. Oh yeah, that's actually a story for today too. So also on Spotify, you can find the old radio shows on there as well, which is basically a clean version of this with a music playlist. But when I used to do it back in the college days and on the radio station. And it's very much themed. But this last one that I just put out this week, and I did not know that I had one for this week, was kind of sloppy. And the way that I edited it too was very sloppy. So I was like, I thought on Monday, because Monday is usually the day that I would upload an episode. And I'm like, well, I don't really have much going on today or tonight. I should probably, work ahead. And then I went into my folder where I have all my episodes. I'm like, okay, let me look at the 20th. I started listening to the 20th, and it was like the other radio show that I did, JoJo's Bizarre Radio, which was a morning show that I will not edit nor whatever because it's so messy. Like, oh my God. No. Like the JoJo's Bizarre Radio bits in the Midnight Ramens take the longest to edit, I feel like. But imagine that for like 2 hours. I'm not doing that. And it's even worse with like vocal like ums, ahs, and all that stuff. Imagine that for 2 hours and doing station calls and doing other things. Like, no. And making a playlist for it. Not happening. But this latest episode that I just did, so I was like, okay, let me go back into the drive that I have all my episodes on. And I had to scour through, and I found like, oh, here's one that's not labeled or incorrectly labeled. Let me listen to it real quick. Hi, hello, today is Wednesday, January 13th, 2021. And I'm like, oh, fuck, I got to get this done tonight. And I got to get that thing out. So I had to basically expedite a process that would take like 3.5 hours, and I did it in 2. Although the segment after the JoJo's Bizarre Radio, which is like the 45-minute mark, I didn't have much to talk about because I went very over on my JoJo's Bizarre Radio segment that week. And so I'm just like, I don't got much. Here, we got to go into the playlist. Let's go. So I'm like, hell yeah. So that saved a whole lot of time. And then even in the later segments as well, I don't think I talked too much. I kind of let the music play and tell the story, I guess. And it didn't really I didn't really have that much of a theme for it, except for like, oh, this is the final stretch, I guess. Usually it's themed, but like that episode would just kind of, it was literally probably the first week back from school. Like I probably made, like, I saw that it had key access. I'm like, all right, I'm going to do the show. And I did it. But I know the 20th is the next episode. I'm probably going to get that done today or Monday. I think, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Monday. Might be Monday, honestly. Or I could do it Sunday too. Maybe. I'm thinking really hard. You can hear the gears turning. It's not a good thing. It's really not a good thing. I probably should have gotten a whole. I don't think I have any like actual drink, like cans or things that I usually would do for an episode. So I have like a glass or cup of Code Red Mountain Dew. It's all right. It's fine. It's really cold though, but I should have probably brought the bottle with the 2-liter. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh, food. Okay, so today or yesterday, you get off of work a little bit early. I wanted to go to the gym. I worked on my arms. So today, or it's what I did today, I did I did quite a bit of physical work today. Not like a lot of lifting all the time, but I did quite a few things today. Moving things around, running everywhere. Not like one of my most physical days, but I did do quite a lot. And I was like, okay, I'm going to leave early because the past few days, the 2 days before, I had more or less 3 days of work put into 2 in terms of hours. So I'm like, I'm going to leave a little early. I got business to do. I did. And I went to the gym first because I wanted to go to the gym. I just never really had time to. And then my girlfriend's like, oh, we should go out to eat after I'm done working. I'm like, okay. So I was working arms, and I'm like, oh, one of my goals for this year is I want to be able to do sets at 45, like have 45 on the sides. I can do it kind of comfortably at 25 right now, and that's saying the bar is also 45. I'm pretty certain the bar that I use is 45. Like, I'd be surprised if it was less. I would be honestly surprised if it was less, because that shit would have bent. Because I've seen people like bench some heavy fucking weight, but I'm doing it solo, so there's a little bit of a stigma where I'm like, I don't want to fuck up. Although I could do quite a bit of weight. But today I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try to do a little bit more, just like dipping my toe into how far I can go and bench, and other upper arm things. I wanted to work on my arms and just that. So I obviously start out empty bar just to get the motion done, because that's probably to get the motion done, get the right form, technique, get in the mood, get in the motion, know what you're doing. And I jumped to 25, which is really around where I do my sets. I did like 2 of those. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna bump it up to 35 on each. And I was like, okay, I'm doing fairly well. I was doing like, about like 6, like between like 6 and 8 in a set. So I'm like, okay, there. So I'm like, all right, let me raise it up. So I went to 45s, which, I probably should have went slower, but who cares? Like, I knew I could do it fairly well. So I switched to 45s. I kind of bailed on the first time because I'm like, I don't know what. I kind of like, when I took it off of the rack, I felt it like kind of slide a little bit. And that's like, I should have put the clamps on the side, but I didn't. But like, whatever. But I felt them move a little bit, so I kind of had to bail out of that, re-rack it, and slide the weight back. The rest of that's are fine. But I was able to do sets of about 3, which is pretty decent. I could probably go higher. My current weight is around like 155, 160. So I think in theory, if I were to max out, I probably could do 160. Probably. But I would think if I were to do that, I would want to have someone spotting me to make sure that I don't fuck up. I mean, there's ways out of it, but like, I don't want to mess up. But it was a good set. It was a good day for that. And then I go into the sauna, because I do that every time I go to the gym. And I'm listening to music, listening to my beats, and then my music cuts out of nowhere. I'm just like, what's going on? So I tap the side of my headphones, and I'm getting a call from my girlfriend. I'm like, just like, what the hell? So I leave. So I leave the sauna. I'm like, hello? And it's like, all right, hey, I just got off of work. Want to go to Applebee's? I'm like, yeah, let's go to Applebee's. I'm still at the gym. It's like, okay, we'll meet there. So then I like quickly, de-sweat. I like clean off. I like have my tip for when I go into the sauna, I have multiple towels. One is my exercising one that I had the entire time. It's a small one. I put it over my face kind of as a veil, but it's also to get the sweat from my face and head. I have that there. And then I have 2 towels, one to cover up my no bits, even though I wear my shorts. I just don't trust that shit, dog. I'm not flying commando. I do not trust that. And then another one towel to get my sweat in the sauna off. So then the one that's around my waist is like afterwards to get the rest of the extra sweat, because I can get very sweaty in there. And so yeah, that's what I do in the sauna. 3 towels. And also the one on the face acts as a veil, but it's also to keep my headphones cool because like electronics really heat up super fast or are not great in high heat. So there's that. I also don't bring my phone in. I leave it in my locker. So that's why like when I got the call, I'm just like, why did my music cut out? But yeah, went to Applebee's. We got the 2 for $25, and there's a new item on the menu at Applebee's. It's like the OM cheeseburger, and what it is you get it. There's a burger in Las Vegas. There's a burger called Burger, and you get this burger. When you get the burger, you eat the burger, and it's the burgerest burger I've ever burgered. No, but actually, so it's like a bacon cheeseburger. They cut it in half and they put it in a skillet. But on the skillet, they put melted cheese, like white cheddar, like Gouda. No, not Gouda, like I don't know what exactly kind of cheese. It's like a queso blanco, maybe. Yeah, I think it was like a queso blanco on the skillet, so that it would stick to the the side of the burger, and also they serve you fries, and you can dip that in the extra thing too. I think the idea is there. I don't know if it's because of the store. I don't know what it is, but it did not work because of the skillet. I don't know. So the cheese and stuck to the burger, but then part of the burger stuck to the skillet. That was like facing it. The open part of the burger was sticking to the skillet because it was stuck to the cheese, which was stuck to the skillet. So it's like, the idea is right there, but like I feel like they have it. It's right there. I think it's not bad. And for 2 for $25, that's pretty good. That's a good item to put on there. It's an interesting item. I'll say that. Because more or less it's just a bacon cheeseburger on a skillet with some cheese on it. It's not too nuts, but for what you're getting, it's not bad. And you get the appetizer, drinks, whatever. I had like 2 Bahama Mamas, and on the second one, I don't know what or why, just out of nowhere, my tongue just like got like tingly then numb. So I'm like, I might be allergic to something, but like it didn't happen with the first one. I don't know what it was. It was like a weird tingly feeling, like my tongue itched, and then my tongue like felt like it was swelling a little bit, just a tiny bit. But it's like weird. I don't know. And I don't know what could have caused it. So I don't know. Maybe I am allergic to something. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. And then went home, fed my cat, fed the dog, and then I went to do church to work soundboard. Yeah, and then came home, played some games with the boys, with the gaming boys. Came a car, otherwise known as Cowboy Cauldron, played a game of Magic the Gathering, which I'll talk about what deck I was using once we get to the segment. What else? That's kind of it. And then we went to here, got to here. That's why I'm drinking this Mountain Dew. I'm kind of honestly tempted, and I can extend the episode, but I might just go down and get the rest of it because, like, dog, I get thirsty. And, like, not to say that the Code Red was for me, but the Code Red was for me. I'm going to be honest. The Code Red was kind of mine. Yeah. But I don't know, the OM cheeseburger. The idea is there, and I think Applebee's has something. But like, I don't know if it was a store. I don't know if it was a thing. But just like the fact that it stuck to the pan, the skillet, which is like, it missed the mark there. But I honestly feel like I don't know if like I don't know where it could have gone wrong. It's all right, but like for Applebee's, like it's Applebee's. Like you can't go wrong, man. Like especially and we went during happy hour too. So I'm like, that's why I got the like two Bahama Mamas. So I'm like, yeah, God, I have so many Applebee's stories from back in like because my mom used to way back when I was growing up, way back when one of the stores that she worked at was an Applebee's, and it was one of the better Applebee's in the nation. Like, on God, right hand on the Bible, like one of the top. Like, I can't say exactly the number. I want to say top 3, either in the state or in the country, something like that. But it was good. Oh my God, I just remember, before I like, could go to school, like some days just like hanging out in the dining room in like that big booth, just like kind of munching down on a what's it called? A lot, the triple chocolate meltdown. Oh my God. Even though I was a rambunctious kid, even though I was also in karate, which kind of straightened me out, uh, like that thing is so goddamn good to this day. To this day, I should have gotten it when we went earlier today, but yeah, I mean yesterday. But I was like, I'm gonna be kind of close with time and stuff. Like, and also I'm kind of too full. Just like, I really would, but I'm just like, I can't right now. But it's like, man. And I used to call Applebee's apple seeds in my stupid, little kid mind. It was funny, for like a while. Let's go to apple seeds. Let's go to apple seeds. Yeah. And of course, so like when you walk into like an Applebee's, you can go to your left to immediately to your right, or you can go straight down onto the main floor, or you can go to the left, which is also another like kind of like side area. So it's the big one on the right. Yeah, that big old one is usually where I would, sit when I was a kid. Kind of sucked too if like you had a big party, and I think I would move if I was like I was too young to remember. So yeah, those were odd days, and a lot of, and it was kind of closer to our home too, which kind of sucked as well. And because it was such a busy store, there were times where my dad, who had a longer drive, significantly longer drive, would have to pick me and my sister up from elementary school. And thank God they had like after school daycare and stuff like that. But it kind of sucked in that matter because, yeah, but it's all right. It's all right now. Yeah. What? Like I'm trying to think of, but I also remember when they used to do like kind of like kids menus or collaborations like that. I don't like it's kind of a good thing, kind of a bad thing that they kind of went away with like full on kids menus, because like especially with crayons and stuff like that, you get yikes. I mean, unless if it's like one of those places that they make that or like have specific ones to do it, it's just a nightmare. I yeah. Excuse me. I'm dying. Excuse me. Give me a second. I'm all right. Man, but I will go. They have to really mess up. They have to really mess up for me to say that Applebee's is less than okay. Because Applebee's is like, on certain days, yeah, Applebee's may not be your first choice, but goddamn it, they're there and they're in the neighborhood. Goddamn, when it hits, it hits really good. Like even during college, when I was in college, that was like one of the places that we would go, like pretty often, especially when I was dating my girlfriend at the time. Like we'd go there we'd frequent there a lot. I get their shark bowls all the time. I know we went with a couple of friends. I even went with I had Davis on here. I don't know if I had him, but I went with the church, one of the church groups that they had, Bible study church groups on campus. I've been with some of the people that went to Applebee's, and there's like multiple Applebee's up in the Fargo Moorhead area, like 3 of them. I've been to 2. I've been to 2 of the 3. The one I haven't been to is on the campus of NDSU, and no. But it's crazy though. Whenever you're saying let's go to Applebee's in the Fargo Moorhead area, is you gotta say which one. Because there's 2 of them in like, I want to say 2 to 3 mile radius. That's pretty close. Or you could probably hit, like, if you go a 5 mile radius, you can probably hit all 3. I don't think I'm kidding on that one. I don't want to check, but I'm pretty certain that is the radius of it. If you do a 5 mile radius on the one that's like kind of center, you can hit all 3. Or put a dot somewhere, you can hit all 3 of them. Within that, or like comfortably, I think. I'm not sure, but maybe. I don't know. What? Yeah, I just like say what you want about like Chili's, because Chili's has good value, but I think now they're starting to slip a little bit. Let's be honest. And I think Applebee's has always been there, even though they're technically owned, I think, by the same company. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure they're owned by the same parent company. But Applebee's has always been there. You know, they've always been there with the exact same thing the whole time. Like, they may not have the triple dipper, but they have the triple chocolate meltdown. And you know what? Honestly, that is an iconic line. I'll leave it at that. They may not have the triple dipper, but they have the triple chocolate meltdown. Chat, clip that. So let's go to magic. So earlier, as I just mentioned, mere 10 minutes ago, it felt like 10 minutes. I don't know. It felt like 10 minutes ago. So I was playing. Well, I can't open that thing. Oh, because I had it open. Son of a bitch. Oh, Actually, could I? Do I have it open? What the heck? I can't pull it up. Oh, because it probably had it. Damn, that sucks. Oh, well. This is going to be awkward. So, anyways, I was playing. You've seen this in the background. The entire, like, for a good long time within the past year or so. I finally finished this deck. Incredible. Cinema. The whole point of this deck, just look at that. Pretty. It fits all in there. The dice is going to be a little tricky because the gaps are kind of small. But perfectly fits the whole deck. No tokens, though. because that is tight. Holy shit. The whole point of this is to roll as many dice as possible and flip as many coins as possible. And boy, it probably won't win, but I'll have fucking fun playing it. It is honestly a pretty fun deck. Like, I need to kind of work on the land base on it a little bit here and there, trying to make sure I don't get mana screwed all the time. But it is so good. It is so fun to just like, I'm going to roll a dice. And whatever the result is, it's chaos. It's a controlled chaos, but it's a good, fun chaos. I was able to, like, I had, like, even though I lost the same turn, I pulled out, like, a one of the things, like, Tide of War or something like that, where, if you're blocking a creature, or, you know, if someone's attacking or someone's blocking, you flip a coin, and if you win, you choose the opponent's, you choose the side that dies. But if you lose someone, someone else does it, I guess. I don't know. It's really weird. Like, someone calls it, and if they win, their creature just dies or is destroyed or deleted. I don't know. But if they win, then the opponent's win is. That's pretty funny. And they flip the coin. I'm like, okay, heads. And I got heads. Oh my god. I got heads. And I treat it as because I've had this quite out, the season 4 token for shuffle up and play. I treat the 4 as the face and the insignia as the tails. Although I don't know if that's the way that he intended it. I think it is, though. I don't know. But let's open up a quick couple of packs of Avatar. I'm going to have to be a little bit weird with it. But it was so fun. It was so fun. I tell you what. To play with that deck. Is there anything cool? Forecasting Fortune Teller, Sandbender Storm, Earthbending Lesson, Cunning Maneuver, Kyoshi Warriors, Merchant of Many Hats, Meteor Sword. Ooh, Combustion Technique. That actually looks pretty good. Invasion Submersible, Dialight Agents. What we got behind here? We got Sokka, Tenacious Tactician. He is a legendary creature, human war ally, prowess, menace, and prowess. Other allies you control have menace and prowess. I think I already have this in my ally deck. I need to work on that one. Another 5-color deck. I swear to God. And whenever you cast a non-creature spell, create that many one or whatever. I don't care. Foil is the Treetop Freedom Fighters. And then we got a foil Boiling Rock Prison for the land. Nice. Pack numero dos of 3. And Lorwyn Eclipse is coming out soon, so expect content. Or things, or openings, or new thing. I don't know. I probably won't do anything with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I probably will just get another box of Lorwyn Eclipse, because Lorwyn Eclipse is probably going to be pretty good. I have not seen this fucking card in my life. It's a Union Archers. I've never seen this fucking card. You cannot convince me. Beetlehead Merchants, Octopus Form, Curious Farm Animals, Rage Audience, Vindictive Warden, Platypus Bear. We got June, Bounty Hunter, Fire Nation Warship, Earth Kingdom Jailer, Spirit Oasis, and then Avatar's Wrath. It's a sorcery. Choose up to 1 target creature, then airbend all of the creatures. Until your next turn, your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Exile Avatar's Wrath. And then foil is True Ancestry. And then land is a Meditation Pools. Nice. last pack for tonight. I don't know if this week is pre-release. I feel like it's this week, but I also could be completely wrong for Lauren Eclipse, but maybe. I don't know. Flexible Waterbender, Path to Redemption, Sabertooth Moose Lion, Boomy Bash, Foggy Swamp Hunters, Earth Kingdom Soldier, Otter Penguin, Fire Nation Trebuchet, Dragonfly Swarm, Toph the Blind Bandit, Benevolent River Spirit, and we got Iroh Grand Lotus. Nice. He's a legendary creature, 3 and teamer with Firebending 2. It's 5/5. During your turn, each non-lesson instant and sorcery card in your graveyard has flashback. The flashback cost is equal to the card's mana cost. You may cast this graveyard and then exile it. And then during your turn, each lesson card in your graveyard has flashback 1. Generic. So that's pretty nice. Then we got Epic Downfall for the foil. And then a Full Art Island foil for the land. That's pretty nice. I am hot as hell in here. It's hot as hell in this big ass room I am in. Is that the Grim Reaper? Oh man. Ow, I bit my tongue. I do like me the sauna. And I think I've already mentioned the story when I went. Not the sauna, but there's like the dry, wood room hot sauna, and then there's like the steam room, the steam sauna, in the locker room. So I think I prefer. I feel like the steam sauna does a better job, does it faster, but it gets you soaked at the same time. I don't like it. Like, I don't like going into it because it's also dependent on how much water you put into the system. And like, there's been times where you can't see past your face. That's not good. And you're like, I want to get out of here, but like, I can't see anything past my nose. That's not a good sign. Never a good sign. And the dry one, I don't know. I feel like people go in and out of it pretty often. That I feel like I like it when there's not a lot of people in there. I think the good thing in the steam room is that you don't know who's all in there. Like, you can only tell if the temperature changes if someone comes in or not. But like, the thing I don't like with like the saunas and whatever, like, I get it, it's a locker room, I get it, you can only wear a towel, but like, for God's sakes, put some fucking underpants on. Put some fucking pants on, dude. I don't want to see your dick and balls while you're shaving, which you shouldn't be doing, which is on the board. It's on the sign. Do not be doing that. Last time I went to the steam room, I watched a guy do it. And I was about to like do, hey, read the sign. Like, he was slowly like doing it, just not like a lot. Not like anything that would have been significant, but it's like, dude, I could report you right now. You can't do that. It's like, I don't like doing that either. Because like, like, even one, like, from what I understand, you break that rule, you're fucked. Absolutely. That's stupid. I don't want to mess with that. So, oh, yeah. I shouldn't be eating ice, especially since I'm doing the show but the ice cube slid right in. I'll tell you what. I also shouldn't do it anyways, period, because it's not good. Or, I don't know. It's hard enough. It's soft enough that's not gonna like absolutely destroy your teeth, but it's hard enough that I feel like it gives a little bit of backing to your teeth. I don't know. I think you got to get more accustomed to stuff like that, like accustomed to hard eating materials. Because like way back when, they didn't have that. They didn't have full on dentistry like we do today. And not to say that dentists are evil. Fuck, I'm in fear of the dentist. Jesus Christ, my aunt's a dentist. I'm not gonna. I don't know. And best one-armed dentist in the state. One arm in your mouth, the other in your wallet. I'm kidding, but also, am I? But no. I do remember one time my aunt had to pull a tooth out just in the bathroom because it was like kind of loose. I'm just like, man, this is uncomfortable. It's just like, hey, okay, let's get that fucker out. It hurt like a motherfucker. But I think it was also at the same time that I was still doing like middle of wrestling season, something, and it was like an easy one to get out, but it was a real bitch to get out. But she did it by brute force. Or I think with her help, I got it out. I don't know if I did it or she got it out. We didn't do that like, the tricks or anything like that. Just raw, like straight up, just raw, getting that, tug on that motherfucking tooth and get that fucking thing out. I just remember being in my grandparents' bathroom and doing that. Kind of like a core memory. It's not like a weird, like, whatever memory. No. Like, I needed that tooth out. It's just like, well, I'm a dentist. I could do it. I'm like, all right. I do miss that place. I do miss that little town home. My grandparent, because it's the one, my grandma that just passed last year. That was, the town home that she and her husband lived in for probably longer than I've been alive. Up till like 2020. Up to that point. I have a lot of vivid memories. When I was growing up, we'd visit, and whether it be from, as a young child, as a young kid, vacationing up in the area, staying at my grandparents' place, either was my mom's side or my dad's side. I just have vivid memories of like staying over for the weekend or something like that. Just like a lot of them. And it's sad to think that that's over, but that's the beauty of it, Like, I still remember the smell of pancakes. I still remember going up to I know there's an exact smell when I go outside, like in the spring. Like, it's like in the morning. Usually it's around springtime. It's like fresh. It smells like fresh, clean air. It smells like green grass. It smells like dewdrops. I just have a vivid memory of going to a park nearby and just like rolling down the hill or something like that. But the smell of the air is like brings me back every single time to that. Brings me back to then. And to I'm going on to another tangent I just literally thought about, but it's like, oh shit. But that has nothing to do with this. I'm sorry about that. But I'm not like sad either. Not sad about that. It is what it is. That's life. From dust that we came, dust we will return. Uh, yeah. Uh, I blanked. So like I do remember like the exact. I don't know how much the park has changed. It's probably changed a lot. Let's be honest. It's been more than 20 years since I was a kid, and that park, the amount of changes that have happened to you could play parks and stuff like that is significant. I don't really know about the one nearby, nearby my home. I don't think that's really changed ever since I was able to actually go on it. The playground. That's what I mean. But I feel like yeah. And there's also like an overpass kind of nearby, and then there's like spiral. There's like a spiral, like I don't want to say like ramp to get up to the top, so you can go across the highway and then go down. I just remember sitting at the over the highway, doing like the trucker honk 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 or spitting on cars. I was a kid, you know. Maybe actually throwing rocks. I don't think we did that, but I know we did spit. Oh, but no, that's just like I have those vivid memories now. They're always gonna be here, and now I put them on here. That's the whole point of this. The whole point. We're bringing it back to that. Even okay, like now that actually makes me think because I talked about rocks. So then on my mom's parents' side, my grandparents on there, they lived on a farm. They were trying to develop it, develop the land into housing and stuff like that. They a lot of family politics that I do not want to get into, and developing land stuff that is long, complicated, and endlessly stupid. There's a lot of things that go into developing land that are just like bust out. It's like kind of like a boat, or as the acronym of boat goes, bust out another 1,000. That's why I'll never have a boat. Or if I do, it's like I live on a lake. Duh. But like the reason I don't have like a boat or something like that is the acronym bust out another 1,000. Because those things are not cheap to fix. And like you can only use them certain times of the year. Like a car you can use year round. Like a plane you can use year round. Like a rocket ship, like a house you can use year round. Maybe like other things or something like that. Or whatever. But like again, a house you can use year round. You can't really use a snowmobile year round. You can't really use a boat year round. What's another one? I mean, a lawnmower, of course, you literally have to have one because that's a necessity. Although in certain areas, not really. But to control pests and stuff like that, and invasive grass and plants, yes. And like that's why I'm kind of conflicted on that idea of like, for like having a yard. Like on one hand, yeah, that would be pretty cool to grow like just grass and let the plants grow. But on the other hand, the more you do that, the more bugs, like unnecessary bugs, you're gonna get. Like bees, they're fine. But like if I'm getting fucking mosquitoes everywhere, oh fuck. Nope, you don't have no home no more. Fuck you. Or like flies. No. Nah. Mm-mm. Ants. Depends where. God, like I used to have. I'm going off into another tangent. I don't know if I would say I had a fear of like ants or something like that, but when I was playing on the playground in elementary school one time, Um, I was like trying to hang out, trying to play with a couple of guys from my class, and they were tugging me to say which one was going to play with me. I was like literally tugging. And then I was like, I fell over. I looked down. My left hand was covered in fire ants. I'm just like, I just remember looking at my hand coated in fire ants. Just like, I like I tried to get most of them off. I think I got most of them off. I definitely got bit quite a few times. Uh, it was fucking weird. It was like surreal, but also scary. But also like I was a kid too. It's like try not to freak out. Try not to freak out. So, so I went into the bathroom to wash, like get the ants all off. Eventually, I was just like a weird memory that I have of that. Just like it was so odd, and it just landed right perfectly on top of the anthill. It's like, god damn, weird, you know? Oh gosh. Okay, so the actual tangent I meant to go on like the longest time ago. Because of the date. Today is 115 or 1 January 15th, which means almost nothing except for COD zombie players, but that's probably going to mean nothing. There might be some. It's basically the day that probably Treyarch might put out something or like showcase content or like art and stuff like that made by the fans. Maybe show some DLC, some stuff. I think what's the thing that sucks about it being on a year that there's like Black Ops like COD zombies content, like an active live game, is that we're gonna get something or see something, but it's not gonna be. It's either gonna be a lot or it's not gonna be anything. And if we get like the balance between of what people should be getting and what we shouldn't be knowing yet, it's just so hard to gauge because we get too much information and people just know the map before they get in, or you don't have any information and people are pissed like, oh, why don't we know what the heck the next map is, or why don't we know what the next perk is, blah, 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 blah. And I find that pisses me off a little bit. And it has been going on since I don't freaking know when. Maybe Black Ops 3, maybe 4, I don't know. But man, I feel like what they should be doing is like showcasing, hey, and I don't think they would ever do this, but like, even though technically, like, Black Ops 3 customs on, like, Black Ops 3 is like more than 10-year-old, like it is over a 10-year-old game at this point. The customs have been going crazy, like crazy good. There's one that's like, I think on the way, I can't remember what it's called, but it looks really good. Like people have been making custom maps for years and years and years, and some of them are like technical marvels. Obviously, a lot of them are just like shitter maps, or they're funny. But like, there's some really good ones, like Leviathan. Oh my god. Oh man, I love me Leviathan. I haven't played the remaster, but I played the OG. That's crazy map. It's like Moon, where you have to wear a helmet, but you're underwater. It's so crazy. I mean, it's iconic. There's other maps here and there, like Cheese Tower, stuff like that. But they should showcase and they should feature and they should like fund projects, because there are definitely projects out there and some that shouldn't be funded that basically caused a literal fight, a fan base fight that I won't get into. A spat that like was very crazy and toxic and like, holy fuck. Like it's a great thing that someone went into the middle of the woods and avoided things, even though he wasn't really a part of it, to avoid all the stuff and to be part of this weird campaign that really didn't lead to anything. Yeah. Meanwhile, this whole fucking war is happening between, for one person and like a bunch of other people that are on the sidelines, either being against or for. It was crazy. I won't say what side it was for. I'll say bad shit happened on both sides, but there's a particular actor that's really bad, really stupid. A couple bad actors that were really bad and really stupid. And the center of it all is that the bitch did a lot of damage, and she shouldn't have done a lot of the things that she did too. Like DDoSing someone multiple times. Yeah. Like basically killing any livelihood that they could have. Like, and hacking, like straight up, like it's one thing to like, oh, they can't be doing this content anymore. But no, like hacking, like, oh, they could find out their social security. They could basically drain their bank account right now and they have no idea and they literally can't do anything about it. Yeah, multiple times. Not cool. Which also helped provide, but the good thing of that is that it helped with security and stuff with like streamers and just basically in general for COD zombie players, especially on Black Ops 3 customs, because it is still like, it's possible if you're not protected that you could get hacked pretty fucking easy, because COD just does not want to get off the Platinum engine that they've been using since Black Ops 1. Yeah. It's not good. That's why it looks like shit, and I feel like they really need to take some time to revamp that engine, or just like get a different engine. What am I saying? Get a different engine. Yeah. Get a different engine, move on to something else, do something else. We can come back to a zombie story. Make it something else, please. God, no. We don't need more of this premise fucking revamp shit. Dark Aether, fuck, I don't care. It needs to go. Let's be honest with ourselves. As much as we like it, keep the generalness of it, but like take everything out of it. New characters, new everything. Keep the perks, keep the gobblegums. Don't care. Those are still fine. Everyone loves those. No one's gonna like with Infinite Warfare. Like, yeah, they were like candy, but like everyone knew it was like gobblegum. It was basically just the perks, the perk bottles. Like Tough Enough. You mean? Actually, was Up and Adams was just quick revive. It's like, yeah, no one, like, you'll say Up and Adams. I mean, it's about the same thing, but it's like you're just gonna say quick revive. Tough Enough. You mean Juggernog? Blaze Phase. No. Just kidding. Nobody like Blaze Phase. What the fuck am I talking about? But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I think one of them was Pop Rocks. That'd been cool. Just straight up Pop Rocks. They probably would do like Elemental Pop. That'd be, see, like, and that's not to say, like, with all this, like, oh crap, I feel like now it's like the slog of it is like, people are like, oh, and I know I'm going over my time. I don't care. But like, back in the day, like, oh, we weren't able to solve an Easter egg. It took us like 3 days. Like it took us over a week to get it solved, and now it only takes us like less than 12 hours, less than 10. Yeah, maybe if you didn't have people that basically were looking at a spreadsheet already, Uh, didn't have access to the map. Didn't have people backing him the entire time. Didn't have like a whole like army of people also trying to solve it. What else? Need I go on? Whole army of people trying to solve it. More people are trying to solve it. Cheeses are happening. People are already like with the gobblegums. I think that's a factor too, because they're able to just basically open up the map and just set up immediately. Uh, like, and I don't think that's also a bad thing for gobblegums. The gobblegums should also stay in though because they're fun. Add some spice to the game, but like, make it. I don't know, like make it so like you have to use, like you can't use it until the Easter egg is finished. Holy shit! Am I onto something there? I might be onto something there. Because they already do something like curse mode, which is the old point system. In fact, that they were using like from Black Ops 1 to 3. And then 4, they changed it to a new system and onward. It was like kills and stuff like that. But what I think they should do for like Gobblegums and stuff like that, because they already do like a curse mode, what they should do in the next one, because it's already too late, is lock it behind a wall. Like you can do like survival stuff like that with gobblegums immediately, doesn't matter. But you can't do it on the regular map until someone beats the Easter egg. Like a Destiny raid boss. Cinema. Fucking cinema. That'll slow it down. But also, I feel like we need to ban people, like not to say anything mean about big YouTube streamers and stuff like that, or content creators in the zombie sphere, but we need to. I don't want to say that they should be banned from doing it, but like, because they need to make the bag, they need to make money. It's their job. It's literally their job. But also at the same time, it's just like, I hate seeing certain motherfuckers up there every single fucking time. And it's getting annoying. It's like, let someone else get it, please. I'll just say that. I think it should end that. I think that's enough. I should limit myself. I have a lot more crispy takes that I will say in the after show, which you can watch after this is all done. Again, if you want to watch this happen live, go to twitch.tv/MeltsLiquor Original. You can hear stuff like what my saucy takes are going to be after this. And watch this unedited, blah, 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 blah. Change how our show goes, yada, 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 after show. And then once this is gone, the VOD of this is gone, it's gone. But the edited episodes are on YouTube and Spotify. And on Spotify, you can listen to the radio show, which is, this when I used to do more thematic in a radio show, and it's clean. The playlist depends on the day. It depends on the episode, honestly, because like I think the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna keep it clean. But then I got to a certain point, I'm like, it's unavoidable. I'm playing explicit music, and like I could search all day long, but it's explicit, and I can't avoid it. And maybe the copy that I had was not explicit, but I don't know, man. I can't avoid it. So, thank you to Grains for the use of their theme song, Used to It, off the album The Call. They're doing their first show at the end of the month in Amsterdam, at the Amsterdam Bar in St. Paul. I don't know if I'll be able to go. I'll have to check. Actually, what day is that? I think I know when it is. Maybe. I don't know. I have to look at what I've got going on. And it might be late. So I don't know. Because if it's a certain day, yeah. But yeah, I know Darren's working on solo stuff, music. I mean, they're still making music for the band and stuff like that. I know that. Like they've been like some of the posts that they've had have like a board with the songs that they've been either working on or they're practicing for their like set lists and stuff like that. I can like I can't look into it, but I definitely know that they have songs that are not anywhere in their list. You know, their rep, their public rep. So yeah. And thank you guys for listening, watching, do what you do, and all that other stuff. And as I look at the time, it's not midnight here anymore, but it is midnight somewhere else. So until it becomes midnight here, once again, I will see you later. But until then, bye bye.